I haven't looked.
On
Because I got a
I didn't hear
33%.
An 83?
No,
collect the data.
33. Oh,
33.
so we each have a third?
Yes, so we have to turn it all in. And he said that he would let me resubmit it with all of it.
What did you get a 33%?
The one, the collect the data. So our,
Okay. I did too, but that's because I went back and I just turned in the data, and I went back and it was like you had to submit everyone's names and a research, a question, and like how you went about getting your data. And then I resubmitted it and he gave me a 10.
I thought I looked at collect the data and I thought it looked like we had 100 on it.
So everyone is different. So
all
that's
30. Did you turn 90 in? Because we would need everybody's 30.
Linda, I didn't turn in everyone's data.
So did you get a 33?
So I did at first, and that's because you can't just turn in the data. There's like other parts you have to turn in.
Oh, what else did you have to turn in?
So when you go to collect the data, there's like, it brings up a Word document. And you just have to like write everyone and our research question and how you went about collecting the data, and then the data, your own data.
Okay.
So it has like 3 different parts to it, but it's really easy.
I got the collect the data. I got 100 on it.
Oh, okay. I did it wrong then. All I did was turn in my data, so I need to go back and fix it. But he said I can.
Yes.
I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
It's easy. It's just like a Word document that you'll pull up. It like there's a link to it on collect the data.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did the same thing.
I opened and started the homework quiz, not the group quiz.
Oh, I hate that.
So it's sitting there running on the time.
Well, you're gonna have to do it soon then. I waited, but it's better when I do it like right after. If I have time, I try to do it right after we do ours, because then I'm like, it's all fresh.
Fresher.
But tonight, I don't think so, because I'm tired.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all want to do the homework first or the quiz first?
Let's do homework, I guess.
Yeah, let's try to do the homework.
All righty. All right. The first. Ooh, that sounds weird. Sounded like there was a guy's voice.
That's weird.
I don't have a
I don't either.
That was really weird. All right. So part 3 is asking for the, part 2 on question 3. Check the 5 assumptions for conducting the linear regression on the data. List the 5 assumptions below and explain how you check the assumption. Include charts, graphs where appropriate.
Well, this was a lot of information.
It is. I didn't do everything,
I didn't open that up.
but I did the, let's see. Well, the 5 requirements are how to check is the linear relationship. What you hope to see in the scatter plot is the hot dog shape.
Mm-hmm.
The normal error term is the second thing requirement. And you want to see the QQ plot of the residuals and points in the QQ plot being close to the line. Number 3 is the constant variance, and you want to see the residual plot. No megaphone shape in the residuals. Number 4 is the x-axis, I guess that's how you say that, are known constants, cannot be checked directly. The x-axis should be measured accurately and precisely. Number 5 are the observations are independent, cannot be checked directly. Knowing the value of one of the YYs tells you nothing about any other POI. And I forgot what POI is.
POI?
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking it up.
Wait, what are you trying to find?
What POI stands for?
Is it B?
POI.
Is it the B? Well, no.
No, the P,
Where do you?
it says POI. It's in that list.
I have the list. Let me see.
I don't see POI in there.
It's in that list of 5 things that are required to hold on a second.
Is it just like point? I think you might, because mine just says, it should just tell it says point. Knowing the value of one of the y's tells you nothing about any other point. Are you missing like
Yeah,
but-
you forgot to finish your sentence. I have the same.
I'm like, POI.
I thought it was the same here. I'm like, I do.
Oh, he forgot to finish the sentence. That's in the lesson book.
Wait, where is it in the lesson book?
I got it out of the lesson book.
Did it go on to the next line or something?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. Let me go back and look. POI. I was going crazy over why didn't I remember what POI is?
I'm like, what did I miss?
Why do I always end up with these weird things happening to me?
I don't.
Points.
You've been a little busy today. It's understandable.
I guess so. I swear that is crazy.
Whatever.
At least you answered that one.
I was like, I don't see that. I didn't know what you're looking at.
I couldn't figure out what it would stand for.
Oh my gosh. I'm going back to look in the lesson to see what in the world I did wrong.
You did a good job with all the other ones.
Well, you guys can go ahead and continue.
Oh, okay. So we're on number 4, where we have to state the null and alternative hypothesis. Isn't that always just like the B1 is equal to 0 and the B1 is not equal to 0?
Yeah. It is.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not sure what it's called.
Beta 1 is equal to 0 and beta 2 is not equal to 0.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was number 4A. Then 4B.
I think that's looking at the scale.
Do you know what is funny though, Becky? Is that I hope people watch our video because
I was just thinking that, Melinda. I'm like, if anyone watches our video.
That's true. They'll get a good laugh.
okay.
Okay, so 4B is the alpha equals 0.05.
Yep.
And C, it is the t-test statistic T equals 22.675.
Okay, hang on. I've got to do this. So did you do that in SPSS?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to analyze. Is it which one is it?
Hold on a minute. I've got to go back and look. The linear regression.
So, is it under regression and then linear?
Yeah.
Okay. And then which one is let's see, which one is the
The body length is.
Hold on a minute. I can't. This isn't letting me pull it up. Hold on.
The body length is the dependent?
I think so.
Okay, and then is there anything else fancy that you have to do?
I don't remember. This isn't letting me get out of this. I hope I don't have to start everything all over. Gary, I can't get this computer to let me out of this. All right, hold on. Maybe it's coming up. It's just spinning. And what can I do about this echo? Oh, really? Is the echo bothering y'all?
I don't think it's not that bad for me.
It's a little bad for me, but I can't tell if it's just in my head, like, because my head's like ringing.
Oh. I was trying to get away from that, minimize it. Minimize it. Minimize it.
I have to close this.
All right, close it. I'm trying to get, whoa.
This is what's running.
No, I don't want it running. I just supposed to get into my lesson. Mm-mm.
I don't know what's
Mm-mm.
this.
No, just hand it to me right now like I need to be. I can get to it. Thank you. All right. There were so many steps to this in SPSS. I'm trying to remember which ones this one was. So you do analyze, regression, linear, move the dependent or the response variable to the dependent box, and that was the one that's the Y, which is the body length. You're trying to find out about the body length.
Yeah.
And then move the independent one to the independence box. If you want to request the confidence intervals for the slope and y-intercept, then you need to click on statistics box for confidence intervals under the regression coefficient heading. And then you can choose the confidence level, and the default is 95%.
Okay, do you keep the estimates checked?
I don't know. If it was already checked, I didn't change anything.
Okay. It was.
And so then you click continue, and click OK.
Okay. Got it.
And then it should bring up a coefficients box that has your T and your everything in it.
Yep. So do you guys have 22.675 for the T-score or whatever?
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
On the
Yeah, there it is. That's the answer. I just checked the answer key, so that's right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then the p-value.
Is lots of zeros. And then 508.
Where is that?
Well, if you go back to and double click on the SIG,
Which one? The bottom? Is it this still in the coefficient?
Hold on, I'll get back there again.
Yeah, I think. Oh, there's one at the bottom.
Yeah, I think all the B line, which is the second line there, is all of our for that one and the
Okay. And now I see it's like that 0000 whatever 508.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're rejected.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, it's so low. It's below the lower than the 0.05, so we reject the null hypothesis.
Yeah. And so then you have sufficient evidence to suggest that there is a linear relationship between the head length and the body length.
Right.
Yep. So is the
Okay.
95% confidence interval a part of what comes up when we do that?
Oh, wow, now that's really bad.
What's that, Melanie?
Now I hear the echo really bad.
I heard it.
Gary said that the only way I can get rid of it is to start it over. Although, hold on, let me turn my volume down and see if that works.
I get put in headphones.
Is that better?
Yes, for now.
For now?
It sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I still hear it a little bit, but it's not as bad.
I'm going to try to put in my headphones.
I've got my microphone on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, I still hear that echo.
You moved that microphone in there before? Plugged into that?
I don't know that I have. Should I undo it?
Trying to see.
Is that any better?
It's really quiet.
Oh my
I
God.
hear you.
I unplugged my microphone.
Ooh, look at that.
I unplugged the microphone and I turned my volume down.
It sounds good. Sounds a lot better.
Holy cow. Mhm. All right. So we're done with the.
So, I was asking about the 95% confidence interval.
Uh-huh.
Did that data come up under the coefficient?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's just the confidence rating mean?
Yeah, it gives,
lower and upper bound.
right, it gives the upper and lower bounds.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
All right. Then we go to, not the homework quiz. All right, there we go. There's the group meeting quiz. And I've not done anything on this one.
I just done a few questions that were associated. Asks what are the non-alternative hypotheses?
So it's the third one? Right? Third one?
Hold on, it's cutting out really bad.
Oh, shoot. Is it the third one on that third? Well, we start with question 3. And so I'm saying it's the third one where B1 equals 0 and B1 doesn't equal 0.
Yeah. Is Amory there?
Residual.
She was cutting out. It wasn't you, it was Amory, so I think her internet is...
Uh-oh.
I'm cutting out. You guys are cutting out on my end.
There you are.
I hear you.
You did for a minute. Yeah, but you're back.
It is my-
So yeah, so number 3.
Number 3.
I thought I looked it up.
I thought we were on number 4.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay.
I put the
A residual is... she's gone again.
No. Oh, she is cutting in and out.
difference between
You know, you didn't have that trouble till you put your microphone in. Maybe you
Am
want
I going?
to take your microphone out and see if it stops cutting out?
I didn't say anything. Am I cutting out? Can you hear me?
Well, now I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can, yeah.
I don't know why I'm cutting out. You guys were cutting out. I could hear you say that I was cutting out. And I was like, I can still hear you guys. I guess you couldn't hear me.
But you didn't start cutting out till you put your microphone in.
I know, I checked out. Hopefully that'll work.
Okay.
Better now.
Yeah.
So you guys got the third answer for question 4?
Yes.
4 is the third answer. So is the difference between y and the predicted regression line?
Yeah.
Okay. And then on 5, is it the third one too?
I totally guessed on this one. I put the first one.
So
But
on my rules thing, it says that
if it's a megaphone shape, then it's like bad. That doesn't support it.
but
If you
I thought
don't-
I thought the residual plot was the one that was like all over the place.
So
And the linear one is the like
if you order the residual one in order, then it turns out like a linear line.
okay.
I don't know if it's you see a pattern in the residuals, or if it's that they look normally distributed. I don't know.
It says in a residual plot, no pattern in residual.
No pattern? Oh, that's right. It does say no pattern. So would it be that they're normally distributed? I don't know. A plot of residuals supports using linear regression. I think it might be when they're normally distributed.
Maybe it is. I think I wrote that somewhere. I was trying to look for it, but I don't.
I know, I was trying to look for it too. But that's the only one that really makes sense to me. Let's see if I can Okay, so once the residuals have been calculated in SPSS, we can assess if they are normally distributed by using a QQ plot. So we simply make a QQ plot of the residuals. If the points in the QQ plot are close to the line, then we conclude that the residuals are normally distributed. So I think it is if they're normally distributed.
Yeah, I think you're right. Has to be that one.
And then that's as far as I know.
Okay, that's okay. We got to open up SPSS.
So are we needing to do a scatter plot first?
Yeah, I think so. So let's see if I remember how to do this. So you go graphs and then legacy dialog. Is that right? And then scatter plot or scatter and then
Simple scatter?
Yeah, and then the y-axis would be the score, right?
I think so.
Because then we determine that the score is
Yeah,
the
because
variable what's being determined.
Yeah, because we did this wrong last time, right?
Yeah, me and you did. I don't think Becky
Yeah, Becky did it.
did. Yeah.
The confidence is what was there first. So you're trying to find out if the confidence is going to increase the score. So the score is the Y.
Right.
I think that's how I mentioned it.
Yeah. So they look like they're in a linear pattern. I don't know. Have you guys pulled up the graph?
Yeah, it's like the fat hot dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Which is technically a linear pattern.
a really fat hot dog.
So, B.
Yes. Okay, how do you do the QQ plot for the residuals? Is that on there? Or? I thought I figured it out, but now I don't remember.
Well, now we need to do the QQ plot, huh? Or is...
Okay, to make a residual plot in SPSS, should you have a regression analysis in SPSS? So we have to do
Shoot, I don't remember where the QQ plot is.
the analyze linear. QQ plot is just the graph.
Is where?
It's just the graph that we just did. That's a QQ plot.
Oh, that is the QQ plot? Okay.
So we have to.
I thought that was what was called the scatter one.
I think
It's just a type of QQ plot?
Yeah. The next question.
You're cutting out.
A residual. Oh, jeez. Am I cutting out?
Now you're okay.
The residuals are fairly normal, right?
So, well, then just that we do for the residuals. And it says do an and save those residuals.
What?
Make sure you've already.
Said, Melinda?
I'm not hearing her very well.
No, me either. Maybe we should do it by phone with her.
No.
I know.
Okay, I'm just moving. I don't know why. My internet's cutting out.
I'm going to put that they look fairly normal.
So, what question are you guys on?
Okay, I can hear you better. What were you saying? We're on 7.
7.
So, we have to do a QQ plot for the residuals now.
Yeah.
So that's a different
So
plot.
how do you do that?
So I looked on the textbook and it says, I don't really understand. It says that you have to conduct a regression analysis. And then it says choose the menu option. Oh, and then do graphs.
So
The same thing,
regression analysis.
but I thought it was different. I don't know how to do a regression QQ plot. Or a
Well,
residual.
which one was the dependent again? Score?
Where's the dependent?
The score?
Yeah.
And the concurrence independent. Okay, if you go over. Never mind.
It just said the same way. Residual plot should look differently.
I'm gonna try it and see. It looks exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you try?
I just see if after like doing the whole analyze regression, all those steps and stuff, I just did another QQ plot and it's the same thing.
So is that the regression though? Or the residual?
I don't know. I'm totally confused.
Compute the residuals for the data. What statement describes the residuals? I don't get the difference in questions.
I don't either. I guess that you can say if it's linear, being linear is different than being normal, but
So, is the first one not a graph? Is it the numbers that it gives us? And then 7 is the graph? Because it says compute the residuals, which is the analysis part for the data using software.
yeah,
But I don't see those numbers on here.
I don't either.
You don't see the what?
Then the first option says the residuals are between -40 and 25. I don't see the numbers
I
anywhere.
don't either, because I would think that would be like the confidence. I don't get it.
I don't either.
And they're not negative. Are they? No.
No.
And they're not just between 40 and 25 because the numbers are on there. And there's some that are like,
I was looking at that. I have no idea.
Hmm.
Should we just skip it and try to come back? And see if we can figure it out.
yeah, I think that we might be right.
So, 7 is the graph. We know the graph. What, 6? I don't know what it's really talking about.
Is it like an equation? Are we supposed to? No. That's kind of lame because I don't even like know. I don't have anything about this.
Cute the residuals.
Unless you do the formula. Do we do the formula? No, because that wouldn't give us like what it was between or not.
Which one are you on?
I don't know. We're still talking about number 6.
About which one?
Number 6. We're
Oh
confused.
wow, I was up to 8.
Oh.
I think this. I don't understand it. We can go with that and see. But it's either the middle one or the first one.
Yeah.
I think it's the middle one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's do 8.
I mean, I don't want to steer anybody wrong. I'm just,
Go with that.
there's just something in my head that tells me that that's what it is.
I just didn't get the difference in the questions. We like answered it the same.
Yeah, well, what are we supposed to be computing?
I don't know. Okay, use the software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given the scatter plot, residual plot. See, we're supposed to have a scatter plot and a residual plot. Wait, what? I don't know how to do
Between a scatter plot and a QQ plot. I can't even, and the what? I'm so
I
confused.
thought they're all the same. My head hurts so long. I know that a residual plot is different. I don't know the difference between. Okay, so I think a QQ plot is just when they're in order. It's just the plot, and then you order them. And then of the order the scatter plot.
But how do we make those?
There's a way to do it. I don't know why this is so confusing to me.
Hold on.
SPSS commands.
Okay, so for residual plot, you go to graphs, legacy dialog, scatter plot, putting the residuals in the x-axis box.
How do you do that?
I'm on the supplement video. I don't know. Hold on. Do you want me
Put
to?
the residuals in the x-axis box.
The regression command
In the-
in SPSS.
Oops, sorry.
Followed
The
up by
y-axis.
residual plot. And then
Where do you get
Say
the
that one more time.
residuals? I don't have residuals on there to pick.
the crocodile data set where we're trying to predict body length based off of
Just a
head
sec. I'm gonna
length.
figure
So
it
what I'll
out.
do first of all is I'll go to analyze regression and then linear. So I put body length, since that's my response variable or my y variable, that goes in my dependent box. Then my explanatory variable, my x variable, that's head length, that goes in my independent box. And then what I'll do is I'll do a few things. First, I'm going to click on statistics. And I'm going to click on confidence interval because we can get a confidence interval here. We can also, even though this is back in a couple of lessons ago, we can also get the correlation here as well too. So I'll click on that, click on continue. And then what I'll do is I'll click on save. I'll save a couple of things. First of all, I'll click on predicted values, and that was from the previous lesson. But also, for this lesson, we need to get residuals, and so this is the main thing here. So I'm going to click on unstandardized residuals. So unstandardized predicted values and unstandardized residuals, but for this lesson, we need really unstandardized residuals. So I'll click on continue, and then I click on OK, and then you see my result in standardized residuals. But for this lesson, so this is the main thing here. So I'm going to click on save a couple of things. First, the correlation here as well too. So I'll click on that. Click on continue. And then what I'll do is I'll click on save. I'll save a couple of things.
Okay, we're
First of all,
missing
I'll
some
click on
things.
predicted values, and I got
Okay, so we need to go in to
Analyze.
analyze and then do the regression linear. We've got all that set up, but then we need to go to save. And you
Yeah, I'm
need
there.
unstandardized.
Oh, under residuals. Okay.
that was from the previous lesson. But
Oh, under residuals, we click unstandardized.
the main thing here, so I'm going to click on
Yeah.
unstandardized residuals.
Under save. You got to hit save.
Standardized
Right, I'm there. But there's like
standardized.
predicted and
Click
residuals.
on continue.
Okay, and then you also need to go under the residuals, that one on the right, you need to also click unstandardized there. So in predicted values, you click unstandardized, and then residuals, you click unstandardized. And then continue, and then okay.
So you click on unstandardized under both predicted and residuals,
Yep,
and then standardized just on residuals.
yes.
Okay.
No, it's unstandardized on both of them. So
That's it?
Right.
Yeah.
I did unstandardized on both of them,
okay,
but no standardized.
no.
Okay.
Okay, so then click OK. All right, so that's how far I've gone so far.
You see my results here. I'm going to look at a couple of things here. First of all, my results and my output. So this is where we have, first of all, here's our output. This is where, if you remember, this is my y-intercept and my slope here under coefficient box, and it's under B and for unstandardized coefficients. This is where you get your test statistic, and this is where you get your p-value. And this is where you get your confidence interval. Now I clicked on correlation, so I can get this box here. Now these numbers for what you're doing for this course will all be the same. So our correlation, or our R, is equal to 0.99, okay? We can also get our degrees of freedom in our ANOVA table, which is 26 here, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something else based off what we did with regression, and that is getting these two columns. This is my unstandardized predicted values, and this is my unstandardized residuals. We're not going to be using this to do two more items here, okay? So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to do a residual plot, and this is using the scatter plots option in SPSS. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to graphs.
Okay, go to
Legacy
graphs.
Dialog, and scatter plots.
Legacy, dialog, scatter plots, and
So
then,
normally when you do a scatter
hold on. Okay, so did you guys get that?
Yes.
Legacy, dialog, scatter plot, and
Okay,
then,
so now the unstandardized things are in that column to choose.
yeah, and then go to define.
Yep.
And now I need to watch some more. Hold on.
plot, you put in
Okay.
body length.
Body length goes in y-axis,
and then
head
your
length in
explanatory version
x-axis,
here, click on OK, and then, you
and then
can
click
scatter
OK.
plot. This-
So that's the residual. That is the residual scatter plot right there. Oh, so that's different. Never mind. We got the score in the Y and the confidence rating in the X. And then click OK. And that is our residual scatter plot right there. But it looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Or is it different? It looks the same. Oh, where did Amory go?
Oh, no.
That's weird. All right, well.
See, cool. But now what we're going to do is that instead of creating a scatter plot, we're going to create a residual plot. So
Oh,
we're gonna go
okay,
back
that's
to
the
graph,
scatter plot.
Graphs, legacy dialogue.
Okay, now go back to
scatter
graph,
plot.
legacy, dialog,
Click on
scatter plot,
So
define.
I have my response variable, and I'm going to pull in, and this says unstandardized RE, but it's for residuals. I will take this, put this up here, and replace the response variable to get a this will give you a residual plot. So click.
Okay, I get it. Okay, that's why it was confusing because it doesn't make any sense if you don't watch it. So go back to graphs, legacy dialog, scatter plot, define. Okay, now take out your score of the y-axis
Yeah.
and use the standardized, or I mean the unstandardized residual.
Okay.
Move that into the Y. Hang on, I want to make sure. Hold on, I want to make sure that's the right one because there was two of them.
Get a this will give you that's for residuals. I will take this.
Yeah, that
Put
last
this
one.
up here and replace the response variable to get a this will
Okay.
give you a residual.
And then click
So I'll
OK.
click on OK, and then here's my residual.
That's our residual
Now what you
plot.
see here is there is no pattern here, so it looks like the requirement is met for, well, a couple of things.
Oh, there is no pattern.
Shape as well too. So we can say that the requirement for a linear relationship is met as well as equal variances as well too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm seeing like kind of almost
Yes.
a square,
It's like-
a big square.
It's like that, yeah, it's like that megaphone shape.
Is that a megaphone?
That looks like a megaphone to me.
Huh. I'm going to turn you around and show you mine. Let's see. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
Okay. And how does it look like a megaphone? In which way?
I don't know. That's just what they said in the video. I watched the videos before.
Okay.
And that's just kind of like, I guess it's like, you know how megaphone, like the speaker part is round?
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll go back. I'm going to go back and watch them since I didn't have time.
Yeah.
I am still going to go back and watch them before I take the homework quiz.
There's no pattern here, so it looks like the requirement is met for, well, a couple of things. Plus also it doesn't look like there's a
I guess I need to send Amory another
can say
Invite.
that the requirement for a linear relationship is met as well as the variances as well too.
Okay.
So lastly, what I
So now we have to go back to that quiz question and see. Okay, so for the residual, it looks like they are between, let me see. Are they between 20 and negative 40? 25 and negative 40. Yeah, I think it's the first one then. They're between negative 40 and 25 because it's not a linear pattern.
No, it's not a linear pattern at all.
So I think it's that first one.
Between negative 40.
If you look at the numbers, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
And then,
And 25.
so then on the QQ plot for these residuals, what can you say about them? They are fairly normal, I think, because, is that right? Because for a residual, there's no pattern.
Yeah, that sounds right. I want to say they're clearly not normal.
I know, to me it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's like opposite.
But I guess since they're residuals, they're fairly normal.
Okay, so now we have to see which, well, let me see. There was one more thing on this video. I want to make sure that I get everything he's
like
going to
ever
do.
is how to do a QQ plot of residuals.
Because this
okay?
is a QQ
Now,
plot of
we have the
residuals, which we need to
here,
know
so all
for
we
this
have to do is
next
use this
question.
column here.
Yeah.
And we use the same thing to get QQ plots as we've done before, but now instead of using, say, raw data over here, we're gonna input our residuals instead. So I'm gonna go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore, and then I'm gonna put in my unstandardized residuals on the dependent list, and that is it. That's all you have to do. You're going to get a whole slew of information, but what we're interested in is
Did you hear that?
you're going to get a whole.
I
And I'm
think
going to put
so.
in our residuals instead. So I'm going to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore, and then I'm going to put in my unstandardized residuals on the dependent list, and that is it. That's all you have to do. You're going to get a whole slew of information, but what we're interested in is the residual plot. And so I'm going to go look for it here. Oh, I forgot to do something here. I forgot to do Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore, and I forgot to click on Plots. That's the main thing here. Click on Plots.
Okay.
And then click on Normality Plots with Test. That'll get you your QQ plot. I was wondering why I
Okay.
wasn't getting a QQ plot.
Gotta go do that. Okay. Did you do it?
I didn't do the Explore. Let me analyze. Didn't he say analyze?
Yeah, go to Analyze. Is it Descriptive Statistics?
Oh, yeah, that is.
And then
And then Explore.
and then
Put the unstandardized
yeah,
visual under dependent.
and then go to Plots and
And
click
the confidence rating under the other one?
no. So go to Plots and then Normality Plots with Tests is what you need to click on.
Normality plot with test. All right.
Oh wow. Okay. Those are interesting.
Holy cow.
Why is there two? Hold on, let me finish this.
But I needed to do this first in order for that to work. And so I'll click on OK. And then you will see that here's your QQ plot. And you check again to see if the points are at or close to the
Okay, you
line.
look at the top
And it
one.
looks like here that, except for maybe this one, it looks like most of the points are at or close to the line. So we can assume the residuals are normal, so therefore the error term is also normal. So it looks like with looking at this, as well as, if I go up here further, as well as our residual plot here, the residuals are on your y-axis, as well as your scatter plot, it looks like all three requirements are met where we have linear relationship, we have equal variance here, and then we have our error term is normally distributed, which is what we see here.
Okay. So let's look at that question again. So
Yeah.
there is a linear relationship. The variance of the error is constant. The residuals are normally distributed. I'm not sure about the second one. How do you know that one? I don't know.
Well, didn't the QQ plot showed us that it formed the linear?
Yeah, so the first one I know is 1.
But we're not asked about the QQ plot till after that question.
No, we're on 8. They ask about the QQ plot. It asks about every plot, and it
But
just...
number six says about that the residuals form a linear pattern.
Yeah, that was from our last one. The last plot that we made was...
Oh, okay. So that one is the one negative 40 to 25.
Yeah. And then
And
7 is the residuals are fairly normal because it's like the
No
fat.
pattern. And then 8.
The 8, I think, I know that we checked the first one, and I know that we checked the third one. I don't know about the other ones. Okay, so the QQ plot, and then, hold on. The scatter plot has the hot dog shape, so that's good. Okay, and then constant variance.
How do we know the observations are independent? And the error term.
So to check if the x's are constant, it just says that it cannot be checked directly. X's should be measured accurately and precisely. How do we know if they're... I don't get it.
I don't either. Let me look at the error term and see what I can determine. What did he say in there about the error term?
Hmm?
What did he say in there about the error term?
Just says QQ plots of residuals. The points in the QQ plot are close to the line, which they are.
All right, so then does that answer the one about the error term?
Yeah, I would think so.
So if they're constant, then that would mean they're close to the line, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know how, I don't know how you, because it says you can't directly measure
Mm-mm.
the X value, so I don't know how you figure that one out.
So I don't guess that's a true statement. Yet. And how do we know if they're independent?
I don't know.
Well, we'll turn this in and see what we get on it.
Yeah. Okay. What is B1, the estimate for the slope? So we can do that one. I know how to do that one.
That one.
Okay, so the slope is is that 12.695?
Hold on, I'm trying to get to the right box. Oh, one. Yeah, I think so.
Is the slope the bottom one?
Yes.
Okay. The 12.695. And then,
Yeah, the slope is the bottom one, and the Y or the other one is the top one.
okay. So then the next one, the lower bound should be 10.674. Do we still use the bottom one there?
I'm going back up and looking and making sure. Hold on. For some reason, I think it's on the top one.
You might be right.
Okay. And our degrees,
It is. It's the top one.
and it's on the residuals row, degrees of freedom, and so that's 33. So since
This on the lesson, it shows that you take it off the top line.
sufficient evidence to
Okay.
say that the slope, the true slope, is not equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, we can say that there is a linear relationship between Manatee Kill and the number of powerboat registrations. Okay. Lastly, I want to talk about is confidence intervals. Okay. So the confidence interval. So this is the data confidence interval of the semester is if we say okay. So here's a couple of examples of it here. So here's with the crocodile data, and this is where, because we're dealing with the slope here, we want to get these two numbers for our confidence interval.
On the
And so
video, though,
because
it's
of
the
it, we say
bottom
that we're
one.
95% confident.
Really?
The true regression slope is between 7.218 and 8.103. Just like with when we deal with two proportions, matched pairs,
Yeah.
or independent samples,
Well, that's confusing.
we'd like to see zeros in this confidence interval. Since 0 is not in the confidence interval, we can say that the slope, the true slope, is not equal to 0. Okay? And with the manatee data, and this is where we get our information down here for the manatee data. Since we get this result here, we say that we are 95% confident. That
Yeah,
the
it
true
uses
regression
the bottom.
Okay. So 10.674.
And then the upper is 14.715. Okay, so then the p-value is that sig?
Yeah.
Well, we know it's less than 0.05,
Yeah.
so we reject the null.
Is it the top one or the bottom one?
I think they're all the bottom.
Because when I click on the bottom, even though it says, well, it's, I guess you have to put all those zeros in front of it. It's 3.3127 to the negative 24.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to move those zeros. So it's definitely less than 0.05.
Definitely.
So I think it's 3. Reject the null because the p-value is less than the alpha.
Yes. That one was easy.
So if we reject the null, what does it mean? It means
There's sufficient evidence
that it's not equal to 0 and that we can say that there is a linear relationship. Oh, this is different. Okay. Sufficient evidence that the
slope of the regression line is not 0.
yeah. It's sufficient evidence, right? There is sufficient.
There is sufficient evidence.
Okay.
All right, now we have to go to the crocodile equation.
The dependent variable is the head length, right?
Yeah. So that puts the head on the Y and the body on the X, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go get me some water.
Hold on. Actually, are we doing the wrong? So is the dependent though the body length actually? Because we're trying to find out the body length from the head length. Can't
Well, the
remember.
head is used to predict the body length.
Huh?
The head is used to predict the body length. The body length is the Y, so, or the response variable, right?
Which is the
Which
dependent.
is the Y. So we got to switch them.
Yeah. So yeah, body length is the dependent, head length is the independent, right? Okay.
I think so. It's like I can't even think anymore.
Wait, no. Hold on. Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's right. Body length is the dependent. Okay. All right. So now determine the margin of error. The margin of error is
What? Are we going to have to figure that out?
I hope not. It didn't tell us how to do that. Oh my gosh, I feel frustrated that like I don't know how to do any of this.
I feel the same way. I'm scared for the exam.
How do we do the margin of error?
Remember, that was the one thing we had to work out with the formula.
I know, but is it the same for this stuff?
I guess.
I'm too tired.
Did we see anything about that
No,
on the video?
no.
I didn't see anything about it in the lesson.
Yeah. So where in my notes is that? I can't remember how to do margin of error.
I haven't even unpacked all my notes and stuff.
All right, it's z times the square root of p, 1 minus p over n. We don't have that. Oh, Emery's FaceTiming me. Hold on.
Oh no, her computer won't turn back on. Shoot. Did she want to get on the phone?
Let me call her. Let me see.
That looks like the blue screen of death.
Yeah, I hope her computer is okay.
Me too.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I can't even get my computer to turn on, so I don't even know. Like I can't go through with you guys.
Oh, dang it.
I know.
That's
I don't know what is happening. I always have the worst luck.
I know.
Worst with meetings.
Well, I hope your computer's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been having a lot of problems lately.
Ask about the margin of error.
Okay, do you know anything about the margin of error? We are stuck. Like we keep getting stuck.
Margin of error.
Yeah.
Back to-
This is, wait, were we supposed to do a different, oh.
I didn't remember anything about margin of error, not in this lesson.
What about the last one? It says to determine the margin error for this 95% confidence interval.
Is it just like the normal margin of error?
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, it probably has to be.
But what is it? I can't even find it because I don't have my notes.
Well, I have my notes of what like the margin there of error is for like our other types of tests, but it won't work because it says it's like p hat times 1 minus p over n.
Have you Googled it? What kind of problem is this?
It's the same.
So like, is it like an ANOVA though? Is that what this is?
Oh wait, but I think no.
It's like bivariate something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bivariate. And p hat is the proportion, but do we know what the proportion is? Is it in the data? I guess we could figure that out, or I could look and see if it says that somewhere. Let's
Okay, I'm trying to get my computer up. I just took out the battery.
It doesn't say. Does it? No, it doesn't tell us anything.
I have
How-
Is it for the second set of data?
Yeah, the crocodile one. Like the body length and the head length one.
Yeah. Is that like a 2 proportion? Or
But it says to do a 95% confidence interval for B1. How do you do that? So B1 is only in the bivariate ones, isn't it?
wait, what did you just say?
Do you guys want to just save
So-
this? I can call him or text him tomorrow.
Well, this I'm looking at how to calculate margin of error steps. The first step is to find the critical value. Well, we got that with the p-score, right?
Maybe.
That's in the box of information.
Okay.
And so is the standard deviation. So the second step is find the standard deviation. Then you multiply the critical value by the standard deviation. And then the what's the 95% number that we use for when we multiply?
1.96.
96. All right. So then you oh, this is confusing me. This says to just multiply the t-score by the standard deviation.
Really?
That can't be right.
I have no idea because we didn't learn this.
Hi.
Oh, you're back, Emily. Yay. That's your
Oh my
heart.
gosh, that was a nightmare. It sounds like this whole lesson's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. I'm so tired. This is one of those nights where I'm like,
That's how I feel. How did you guys figure out everything else? Like the QQ plot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So you'll want to watch because I honestly, I don't think I can even tell you anymore. It was a
Just
lot.
watch the video.
There's the supplemental video. Okay, so after the lesson videos, there's that SPSS one, and he goes through each different plot. I need to write them down because I'm not sure how to, which one is which, and it
You
was
guys
a
have
little
the answers then? Or did you just
Yeah, we did. So if you want me to, I can go, which
I
was,
might just write them down and then look over all and compare them.
yeah,
But you guys haven't submitted or anything, have you?
no, we're stuck on 15.
You guys got pretty fun. So 8 was that multiple choice question.
Well, go back to, 6 is the -40 and 25 one.
How did you figure that out?
Well, because we did a residual plot instead.
Oh, and so you've just figured out how to do that.
Yeah.
It's just different.
And all the little dots were between -40 and 25.
Okay. I'll have to look up how to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and do it again or watch it again so I can write it all down. And then 7 is, we think is still the same. The residuals are fairly normal.
It makes
Yeah, because the QQ plot was all along the line, mostly. And then 8 was hard because I'm confused at those last 2, how to figure them out. So we checked the first 3 boxes. I'm not sure if we're right.
oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
This has been just one of those nights.
yes. So, okay, so you're saying for 8, did you figure that? Because for 8, do you have to create all the different plots?
Yeah, but we did. We did all the plots.
Okay, so you did go back and figure out how to do them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did all the plots, and then the reason I'm not sure about the last 2 is because in my notes it says that you can't directly check those ones, and so I'm like, well, if you can't directly check them, then how do you check them?
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that's all we have. It's just those first 3 checked. And then for 9, we got 12.695.
And you just, is this the analyze one? You just analyze
Yeah,
it for that data. Okay.
yeah. And then 10 is 10.674.
And that's just all there too, right? I had it pulled up. I had all this pulled up.
Yeah.
I actually remember this.
Oh, but my
Yeah, I remember because this is what I was looking at when we were doing the homework one. I was looking at that one.
Oh. Okay, so then 11 is 14.715.
How far did you guys get? To 14?
Yeah.
And then was it
12, we got the third.
P? Okay, so it didn't ask for the P value, just gotta figure that out.
Yeah, so it was less than 0.05, so we chose number 3. And then on 13, we chose the last one. And then 14, body length. And that's as far as we got.
That makes sense. Body length. So, okay, this data we've used in a bunch of different lessons, right?
Yeah.
So is it's 2? I want to say that it's a paired sample and it's dependent because there's a body length to a head length. And didn't we do a margin of error for that?
I don't remember.
It's a paired test.
Yeah.
And then this lesson that we're doing is not its own test. It's just like its own thing. It's like comparing the data to figure out like how related it is, kind of thing. I don't think it's like its own test.
It's not like a test.
Right. So I would just say that this is a deep, let's see, compare means. I would say that it's a paired sample dependent.
Well, so I have the formula for margin of error. I just don't know what to put in for it
So
because
what's your formula?
it's that one. Remember, it's the z times the square root of p minus 1. Oh, no. Okay, so it's just the square root of p hat times 1 minus p hat over n.
But
But
didn't we done
Those are for
margin of errors for like every type of test? So what type? Wasn't that for a different type of test?
Well, p hat is going to be the population, and I don't know what that is.
So that's like the categorical data. Wait, let me think. So I think we need to go back, like way back to before the ANOVA,
To
the
sample,
part to the two.
two sample test or whatever. Okay, hang on though. I am going to die of thirst. I need to go get a drink.
Okay, get water.
You guys find that.
Okay, here it is. Isn't this it? Margin of error is Z star
Yeah.
times standard deviation over the square root of n.
Oh, that might be it. 1.96 times, what is our standard deviation?
I'll have to see if we can find it on the one of those charts.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And then the n would be, how many are in there? How many samples? 28. Standard deviation.
Did you guys get it?
Is the standard error the same as the standard deviation?
No.
I didn't think so.
Sorry. So, did you just look at the test statistics? Because do you just
The
need
test-
standard deviation?
There's a standard deviation listed under the residual statistics, but there's 4 different ones. They've got the predicted value, the residual value.
So I just pulled up something. I just pulled up the test statistics. So I have like a 74.731 for a standard deviation.
Do you?
What?
Where'd you get it?
Well, I do have a bunch of different ones. I just do the dependent test statistics, but I don't know if that's right.
So what did you get?
So I went to like the analyze compare, because does only need a standard deviation.
So
Yeah, I
it's
think so.
7.1?
So I just went to like paired standard t-test. Up them independent. So it says head length, there's a standard deviation, and body length, there's a standard deviation. And then there's a standard deviation for the paired t-test.
We would want it for the paired one.
So this says 65.186.
65?
0.186. I don't know if that's right, but
That's the standard deviation.
that's what it says. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to. Wait, we're on the. Okay, yeah, that's right. Regression.
I don't even have my calculator anymore. That was my son's.
Did you guys, when you did the analyze, weren't we supposed to hit the statistics and like add the standard deviation means? Did you guys do that? Because I remember in the video it telling us. Oh wait, there's where? Analyze regression. I remember it somewhere. I don't exactly remember. So it'll give us the bounds, won't it? Because it's asking for the upper and lower bound. Don't we have that for 95% confidence interval?
Yeah, I've got that. Hold on, I wrote it down. Let me find it. Well, I lost the page I wrote it on. Oh, well, I'll go back and look. The lower bound is 7.218. And the upper bound is 8.103.
What is it?
Lower bound is 7.218. Upper bound is 8.103.
So this was in the video. This was in the videos because he was talking about how 0 isn't in between the bounds.
Yeah, I remember that part.
These are the two numbers because he used this data. But I don't remember. He didn't talk about immersion either.
No. And I'm just wondering how we find the standard deviation. That's all. Like, I don't understand.
I have no idea. Is it in our textbook anywhere in this lesson?
I don't.
Let me see. Nope.
What the heck? Okay, well, do you guys want to, like, save it and I can ask him in the morning? What time do you have to work, Amory?
I work at 11 to 9. Or 10 to 9. Something like that. 11 to 9.
Can we meet, like, maybe at, like, 9:30 tomorrow, like, really quick? I can't do it before you go to work.
Yeah, that would be fine.
At 9:30 tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Maybe, like, 11:30 for you.
It is so late there. I didn't even think about that, but
I'm supposed to meet with him tomorrow night at 11 to go over my exam.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, if I'm done by then, I can do it at 11:30 or 9:30.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just meet when you're done.
Okay.
If that works for you guys, is that okay? I just
Yeah.
feel like I
no,
can't even.
that's fine. I can't think either right now. Like, my head is so congested, I can't.
Yeah,
have no
I'm about
idea.
done.
Like, I have no idea what to do here, so I feel like we're just, like, staring at it.
Yeah, we are.
So, let's do that. I'll text him in the morning. I don't want to text him tonight because he probably would text me back. But,
He actually told me he was going to bed at 9 o'clock tonight.
oh, okay. Then I don't want to wake him up.
Right.
So, I'll text him in the morning and then I'll go through, like, if he calls me or something, I'll go through. I think I'm going to ask him a couple other questions, like that one that we weren't sure how to check, like if the X values are
Right.
measured without error. I'll ask him about those too.
Okay.
So, okay.
Sounds good. And maybe you could throw in there why we're not being taught these things.
Oh, okay. I will. Well, I wonder, because he sent a video. I wonder if I haven't had time to watch it. Because
That's true. It's probably somewhere in there.
But I will still ask him what to do.
Hey, Linda,
Yeah,
ask him about the POI.
I will. I'll ask him what POI means.
That was so totally dumb.
I think it's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That was pretty funny.
You're like, I can't remember what POI stands for. Okay.
Bad.
All right. Well, you should go to bed. It's like super late right there.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry.
Don't get sick again.
I'm trying not to. All right. Well, you guys get some rest too. Good night.
Okay, stop the video. It's like 5 hours long for anybody who wants to watch it.
That's true. Oh, we didn't even talk about the project for Saturday.
Oh, we'll do that.
I guess we'll do that later.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. See ya.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.